Hey, hi guys, welcome back to our interesting playlist that is a master link query. So in this video, we are going to understand very interesting concept that is how we can get the group highest or group lowest value in data table. So before watching this video, in case you are new, please subscribe to this channel. Yeah, so let's get started. So suppose like this is my like Excel having three data, mean three columns: ID, department, and salary. So what is my agenda? My agenda is I need to get the highest value department wise. I need to get the highest value or lowest value. So we have a AA department. What is the highest value from AA department? What is the lowest value from AA department? That is my simple agenda. So I'm going to complete this part in UiPath without using any other activity. Just I'm going to implement read range and write range. That's it. So I'm going to open this UiPath Studio. I have already completed some part, means get the data from that Excel. Okay. So output of this read range, that is the DT. So now my data which is available into the data table. Now I'm going to apply the query. So directly I'm going to serve the write range activity. I'm not going to use any other activity, that is assign and all. Okay, directly I'm going to use a read range and write range. So what is the input of this write range activity? That is a data table. Instead of that passing the data table variable, I'm going to implement the query, and a result of that query is a data table. So I'm going to open this. Here I'm going to write the okay. So yeah. So my first line is a from row from row in DT. Okay, means data table. So this is nothing but a iteration line. Here I'm going to apply the group by group row by. I'm going to mention the property. My property is a row in bracket that column name. So that is on the basis of department. I'm going to create a group. Okay, so paste it here. Okay, dot to string. Yeah, dot to string. Then into we need to store the group into the variable. So this is my variable. It is going to this grp, it is going to store the group. So group means we have a multiple record into the group. Okay, that is nothing but a group. Okay, it is going to create a group, and I'm going to store that group into the variable, that is my grp. Okay, so we need to select the result. So I'm going to mention the select method. Okay, so select. So how we can get the highest record, how we can get the lowest value, how we can get the highest value? So on the basis of order by descending, order by ascending, first of all we are going to arrange that collection in descending order and take a first record. That's a record nothing but a highest value. Okay, so first of all I am going to arrange the collection in ascending order, and I am going to take a first record. That record is nothing but a lowest value. Okay, so that concept I already created one video. Okay, how we can get the lowest value, how we can get the highest value using order by descending, order by ascending. So that link which is available into the description, please go through that. You will get the more idea. So how we can get the lowest and highest value from collection. So same thing here I'm going to apply. So my collection is a now my collection is a grp. So I'm going to apply the order by descending, order by descending. So now my collection is in descending order. So I'm going to iterate that. So function of in bracket y. Okay, function of y. So y in bracket on the basis of salary, you can arrange my collection in descending order. Okay, my collection in now my collection is in descending order. Okay, finally we need to store we need to get the first record. How we can get that? Element at. Okay, element at, I'm going to mention the 0. So how we can get the first value? So in element at in bracket we need to put the index of that first value. So what is the index of first value? That is a 0. So I'm going to mention the 0. Okay, so that's it. And finally we need to paste that data into the data table. Copy to data table, copy to data table. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what is this guys? This is nothing but a data row. Okay, so we need to add the one by one row into the data table. So how we can do that? How we can add the one by one record into the data table? First of all, we required one data table, and we have an activity that is a add data row. Okay, we have a two option. One is the data row, and one is second is the array row. Same thing I am going to apply here as well. Okay, so dt dot, first of all I am going to clone that dt. Okay, so this is my data table. Okay, I'm going to add one by one row into that data table. dt dot clone means what? We will so it is going to take a structure of that data table. Structure means it is going to take a header name. Okay, dot. What we need to do? We need to add the rows now. So rows dot add. Okay, so how we can add the row into the data table? We need to pass the array, and this is nothing but my data row. So how we can convert the data row to array? So the item array. So directly we have a method. Okay, what is that? So I'm going to start this bracket. Okay, I'm going to start this bracket, and I'm going to close it. Output of this, that is a data row, I'm going to convert to item array. Okay, item array, and finally I'm going to add this array into the table. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is nothing but a clone. Means what? We will get the structure of that data table. Now we need to add one by one highest value from that department wise. We need to add one by one highest value. Yeah, a department, this is the highest value, you can add into the data table. Yeah, bb department, this is my highest value, you can add into the data table. So this is nothing but a array. What is that? This is the data row. Up to here, this is the data row. When I'm going to put the item array, so all data which is available into the data row now, so it is going to convert into the array, and array is going to add into the data table. Okay, one by one data row, it is going to add into the data table. Okay, so I'm going to click on save button. So let's see what is the result of that. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to write into the starting from f1. Okay, same sheet I'm going to write into the f1. I'm going to run this. Yeah, department wise we need to get the highest value. Element at in bracket 0, it is going to get the highest value, first record from that collection. And first of all I'm going to arrange that collection in descending order. Yeah, see, a department highest salary is a 30,000. Yeah, correct. So a department 25, 30, 30 is greater, 26 not greater than 30. Yeah, so my 30,000 is a highest salary, like related to this department A. So BB department having 28,380. This is the highest salary for BB department. So likewise, it is going to fetch the all record. Okay, so this is nothing but a how we can get the highest value. Okay, from group. First of all, it is going to create a group. See, I'm going to explain this query to you guys. Okay, so what is this, guys? This is nothing but a iteration line. First row come here, and it is going to get this property. On the basis of this property, it is going to create a group. Yeah, suppose group having 4 records, so it is going to iterate the all record from that group and arranging order by descending order. Arrange on the basis of property salary, it is going to arrange that group into the descending order. So element at, it is going to take a index from that collection. Yeah, we need to take a first data from that collection. Yeah, it is going to take a first record, and output of this element up to element at. So my output is nothing but a data row. It finally it is going to convert into the item array. How we can convert the data row to array? So we have a directly method, that is a dot item to array. So now finally we are going to add this array as a data row into this data table. How we can add the record into the data table? We have a method array row and data row. We have a two option in add data row activity. So I am going to use a add data row option. Okay, it is going to add one by one record into the data table. Now finally select that data table. Okay, so this is nothing but a how we can get the highest salary. See, highest salary from group. Okay, highest value from group. Suppose I want to get the lowest value from group. How we can achieve that? Instead of element at 0 now, So I am going to put the, instead of descending, I am going to put the ascending. Okay, ascending. Okay, ascending is not possible. Okay, so again descending. I'm going to keep as it is. Instead of 0, I am going to mention the, what is the, like suppose I'm going to first of all arrange the descending order. What is the last value? Last value is nothing but a lowest value. So I'm going to take that last value directly. grp.count -1. Because why -1? Because index starting from 0. Okay, grp.count. Suppose I have 10 record. Means what? What is the last index? That is a 9. So I'm going to group.count mention group.count -1. So again I'm going to run this. Yeah, this time it is going to keep the uh, lowest value from that group. Yeah, A department having this is the lowest salary. BB department having this is the lowest salary. CC department having this is the lowest salary. Yeah, correct. So A department having lowest salary is a 22,000. Yeah, 25. This is also 30. This is a greater than 25. This is also greater than 25. Yeah, this is not greater than 25. It's a less than, means 22,000 is a less salary from A department. BB department again 20,500. Yeah. So this is nothing but how we can get the lowest value from that group. Okay, so this is very important like activity or very important query, guys. Please uh thanks for watching this video. Okay, so in case of any query,